welcome to English Study Hour. Today we are going to talk about one of the most popular, one of the most useful verb in English, go, and 11 phrasal verbs which we built on the base of it. So let's start. And the first one is to go along with somebody or something. It means to agree with someone, to accept something, to support someone's thoughts, ideas, or plans. For example, Nellie always goes along with her manager because they are best friends. Nellie always goes along with her manager means that Nellie always accepts the thoughts, the ideas of her manager. She always supports them. She always thinks that her manager is right in the way he or she is thinking. So Mary goes along with her manager. And the second example, Amber doesn't like this idea, but she will go along with it because everyone in her team has supported it. Actually, Amber doesn't like this idea, but she will go along with it. So she will accept it. She will say that it's okay for me because the whole team supported this idea. The second phrasal verb is go together. This one we use when we talk about two types of things, two sorts of things, two people. And it means to happen at the same time, to match very well, to travel or to be together when we are talking about people, of course. For example, your pants and the sweatshirt go together very well. You should often choose these colors. Your pants and the sweatshirt go together very well means that they match. This combination of colors is wonderful. They look very well together. You should often choose these colors. And the second example, high profit and popularity often go together. That's why John is trying to advertise his company everywhere. High profit and popularity often go together. It means that one thing affects another. If we have profit, it means the company is popular, and vice versa. If the company is popular, most probably it is a profitable company. So these two things always go together. Number 3, go through with. It means to complete, to experience, or to do something challenging, difficult, or unpleasant because it was planned before or promised to someone. So this phrasal verb means that I don't like something. It is difficult for me. It is unpleasant for me, but I promised to do it. So I have to finish this action or I have to complete this task. Let's look at examples. I'm very tired today, but I promised Amber to check her presentation, so I'd better go through with it as soon as possible. In this sentence, go through with means to complete, to finish something unpleasant. I promised Amber to check her presentation. It is actually not what I want to do, but I promised. So I'd better go through with it. I'd better complete this unpleasant task. And the second example, I know you hate doing math, but if you go through with it before 2 p.m., we can go to the swimming pool together. Go through with it in this sentence means to complete, to finish something that you have to, something that you planned to do. If you go through with the math, we're going to the swimming pool together means that if you complete your math homework, your math tasks, we're going to swimming pool together. Number 4, to go without. Go without means to live without something usual for you, not to have something usual for you. For example, I usually have my mobile phone, but maybe it's out of order these days, so I have to go without my mobile phone. I have to live without my usual thing. Let's look at examples. I can easily go without my computer during weekends time. I can easily go without my computer means that it's not a big deal for me to live without a computer. I can easily survive one weekend without my computer. I can go without it, no problems. And the second example, John couldn't take some of his books on this trip because he was afraid of losing them. That's why he has to go without his afternoon reading time for some days. John has to go without his usual reading time means that he's not going to have this time. He's going to have some other activities instead of reading books because he didn't take his books with him. So he has to go without his reading time. Number 5, to go about. Go about means to start to do something, to start to deal with something, or to move around. For example, Lisa asked me to organize her birthday party, but I have no idea how to go about doing it. Go about in this sentence means that I have no idea how to start organizing her party. Maybe I'm not the closest friend of Lisa. Because of this, I don't know her very well, and I'm afraid to make a mistake while organizing her party. Because of this, I'm saying I don't know how to go about it. And the second example, Peter always goes about our tiny town in his father's car. In this sentence, go about means to move around. So Peter always moves around, go about, our town. It means he's traveling, he's going around, he's moving around our town. Number 6, phrasal verb go off. This phrasal verb is very special because it has 3 different meanings. Let's look at all of them. The first one, to go off. To leave one place in order to go somewhere else. For example, Amber couldn't find enough data in marketing department, so she went off to check the financial department as well. Amber went off to check the financial department means that she decided to leave one place, in this case marketing department, in order to go to another place, in this case financial department. So she went off. So she decided to go off, to move from one place, from marketing department to another place, to financial department. The second meaning of phrasal verb go off is to explode, to produce a sound. For example, we heard the sound of the fire alarm but couldn't understand why it went off. We heard the sound of the fire alarm, but we couldn't understand why it went off. So why it started producing a sound. We couldn't understand why the fire alarm started producing a sound. Why it went off. The third meaning of this verb is to go bad, to become impossible to eat or drink something. For example, I cooked fish just a day ago, but it went off. I'm sure the smell is terrible. My fish dish went off because the smell is terrible. So went off in this sentence means that my dish spoiled. It is not good anymore to eat. It's not fresh any longer. Don't eat it. It went off. It spoiled. Number 7, the verb go on. This verb as well has 3 different meanings. Let's look at the first one. The verb go on means to continue or to go ahead. The verb go on means to continue or to go ahead. For example, in spite of being really exhausted, I went on preparing the report for my manager. I went on, it means I continued. I continued to do something. I continued to prepare a report. And the second meaning of the verb go on is to happen or to occur. Let's look at example. The room is full of flowers and I really don't understand what is going on here. I really don't understand what's going on here. It means I don't understand what's happening here, what has occurred, what has happened. The third meaning of the verb go on is about light and electrical objects. When we are talking about them, we can use go on with the meaning of start working, about light or electrical objects. For example, luckily, the floor lamp went on after Mike had changed some cables in it. The floor lamp went on means the floor lamp started working. Mike came and changed a couple of cables and now my lamp is fine. It's working very well. Number 8, to go out. This verb has also 2 meanings, and the first one is to stop giving or producing light. For example, the street lights went out at midnight because of the new governmental regulations. The street lights went out because government decided on that. There is a new rule, there is a new regulations to turn off all the street lights. So they went out. They stopped giving, producing light. And the second meaning of the verb go out is to leave a building or home in order to participate in a social event. For example, although the whole family stayed in, Sven went out to drink a cup of coffee with his friends. Sven went out means that Sven left home in order to do some social activities with his friends. In this specific case, to drink a cup of coffee. So he went out, he left home to drink a cup of coffee with his friends. Number 9, the phrasal verb go by. It means to pass when we are talking about the time, to pass. The first example, when I'm with my friends, time goes by very fast. Time goes by very fast means that time is passing, time is going very fast. And the second example, my uncle once told me that he forgot everything about his university life. The time went by so quickly that he couldn't enjoy it at all. The time went by so quickly for my uncle, so the time passed very quickly for him. Number 10, to go over. The verb go over means to check or to review something. Let's look at examples. Sam wasn't sure if his calculation was correct or not. That's why he asked me to go over the whole data one more time. To go over the whole data one more time means he asked me to check the whole information in details once again. So to go over means to check or review something. Number 11, to go for. When we are telling that someone needs to go for, it means we are motivating a person to do something without hesitation. For example, after getting your certificates, you should really go for it and apply for this position. You should really go for it. It means you should try your luck. You should do it without hesitation. Go for to do something without hesitation, without any second thought. Today we have spoken about a verb go and 11 most common phrasal verbs with it. So let's see what we have learned. Number 1, to go along. To go along with somebody or something. To agree with someone, to accept something, support someone's thoughts, ideas, or plans. Number 2, go together about two things, types of things, or people. To happen at the same time, to match well, to travel, to be together, about people. Number 3, to go through with, to complete, to experience or do something challenging, difficult, unpleasant, because it was planned before or promised to someone. Number 4, to go without, not to have something usual for you. Number 5, to go about, to start to do something, start to deal with something or to move around. Number 6, go off. This verb has 3 meanings. The first one, to leave one place in order to go somewhere else. The second one, to explode, to produce a sound. And the next one, to go bad and become impossible to eat or drink something. Number 7, to go on. This phrasal verb has 3 meanings. The first one, to continue, to go ahead. The second one, to happen, to occur. And the next one, to start working when we are talking about light or electrical objects. Number 8, to go out. This phrasal verb has 2 meanings. Number 1, stop giving or producing light. And the second one, to leave a building or home in order to participate in a social event. Number 9, to go by, to pass when we are talking about the time. Number 10, to go over, to check or review something. Number 11, to go for, to try to do something without hesitation. That's all for today. I hope you learned a lot from this video. If you found it useful, like it, comment, and subscribe. See you!